Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hey look, have you been banging your head against the wall wondering where are you going to hang your license? Are you going to go over to eXp Realty? Maybe you're considering Epique Realty? Well, in this video, you are in luck. Right now, we're going to break down the differences, and this is for those, those analytical types out there. We're going to go into the Excel spreadsheet and really dive deep into what those costs would be at eXp Realty versus Epique Realty. So if that's the video that you're looking for, make sure you hang out till the end so you don't miss a thing in our conversation about the numbers with eXp versus Epique Realty. If you like more visual information where I break down everything of eXp versus Epique Realty, make sure you check out my other video up here above where we're talking about teams, revenue share, commission splits, all that different stuff really goes into the nuts and bolts of eXp versus Epique Realty. But in this video, we're going to just break down numbers. We're going to base it off of different transactions. So make sure you hang out. We'll cover that right now. And again, this is Travis Junty with the Agent Collab channel. I'm here, an associate broker at Epique Realty here in Michigan. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that little notification bell to make sure you get notified anytime we put out new content. And again, I am a licensed agent here in the state of Michigan. If I can help service your clients in the state of Michigan or Southeast Michigan, please reach out. All my contact information is down below. You know how to reach me. And without further ado, let's get into that content. We're going to dive into the computer. So first and foremost, I wanted to kind of go over the different commission splits and how those work so you have a good visual of what this is going to look like. So Epique Realty, we have an 85-15 split, which goes to 100% once you cap. We also have a $99 or $149 a month technology fee. And for this video, I'm going to use $99. You can plug in $149 if you want. Most agents, if they know that they're staying for a while, they're going to plug in that $99. That's billed annually if you do that, or if you hit power agent status. Like I said, we're not going into depth on that, but if you really want to plug $149 in and say, oh, eXp is better, then go for it. Be my guest. But we also have the 0.1% transaction fee, which is based on sale price, and that caps at $500 per transaction. There are no other royalties or franchise fees, no annual quarter fees, free E&O insurance, no hidden fees, no extra cost, $99 join fee. For either one of these, we're not putting the join fee in there. So that's for that. And then we'll slide over. This is eXp. I mean, this is from August of 2022, so it's a little bit outdated. I'll cover that stuff. So we are at 80-20 commission split, $16,000 cap. After capping, you earn 100% commission for the remainder of the anniversary year. Here again, we're not going to include the anniversary or the startup fee. They have an $85 a month cloud brokerage fee, a $25 transaction review fee, and a $40 risk management fee, which is actually now a $60 risk management fee that has a cap at $750. Okay, so those are the updates. So hopefully my little face isn't in the way for some of this, or it might be for all of this. So this is a little chart that I had made. And this is going to base it off of per transaction, okay? So right now it's sitting at 5 transactions. So what I did here is basically we're looking at an annual cap of $15,000, and this is the starting cap. Let me back this train up a little bit. What I didn't tell you about Epique Realty, maybe you've been following me, so maybe you know, it doesn't stop with the 85-15 split $15,000 fee. We also have a declining cap. So we have $15,000 cap. That's only there for the first year. I don't know how many of you have been at your brokerage for more than 1 year. I'm also curious how many of you have a declining cap at your brokerage. Maybe it's a inclining cap. I don't know. So anyway, so we have a declining cap. From 15,000, it goes all the way down to 10,000, 5+ years. So I mean, if you're getting at that 5+ years at your brokerage at Epique Realty, I mean that's it's hard to be beat. It really is hard to be beat. So anyways, let's dive back into the numbers. And just for reference, like I said, I came down here. I have $99 monthly fee for Epique Realty. For eXp, I went with the $85 monthly fee. Okay. I also did leave out, I mean, whatever. Epique has Lofty, eXp has KV Core. If you wanted to pay for Lofty at eXp, you would also have to pay the extra $40 a month. So I didn't include that in there. I know a lot of agents that come to different brokerages, a lot of high producers, they are running their own CRM. So I just left out the CRM cost on there. Maybe don't pay attention to all the goodies I have down here. These are some goodies down here. We're not going to focus a whole lot on that. So here we're at $15,000 cap. If we look here, we're looking at per transaction. We're going off a transaction fee of, we're basically going average price of $400,000. 400,000 times 2.5% commission. So we'll just put that here. Average of 2.5% commission. Okay. So obviously if that's different, then that is what it is. I went off an average of 2.5% commission. So here I went, 15,000, and that average is about 1,500. If you do that math, So what we're doing is we're capping at 10 transactions for Epique Realty. Okay, so that's our cap. For eXp, we're at a $16,000 cap. You know, we're paying $2,000 per transaction and a cap at 8 transactions. Okay, so that's simple math. 2.5% commission, average price of $400,000. That changes as you go. So let's just say, let's run this, right? So let's say we do 5 transactions. We're doing 5 transactions. I mean, we're coming at a total cost here. These costs here, the monthly fees, these will stay constant. What's changing is the transaction fee, the annual cap, you know, powered ward once we get there, the icon agent once we get there, and all these different fees. Transaction fee doesn't kick in until you reach a certain status. I'm not sure how I have that set up there. Anyways, that'll kick in once you hit the icon status. So anyways, so at 5 deals, I mean, we're looking at $10,688 versus $11,445, and that's a cost difference of $757. That's not a big difference. So if you're a person that does 5 transactions, that's not going to make a big deal. We're gonna bump it up to 8 transactions. That's where we're capping at eXp now. Okay. Here again, we're still slightly better at Epique Realty. Just $1,300, not a big deal. I mean, you're really better off, either way, whatever you decide is best for you. We'll bump it up to 10 transactions, and here we are. I mean, we're capping at Epique Realty. Okay, and this is kind of where the fun starts to come in, right? So we're going to 15 transactions. Now we're a little bit higher. We're a little bit higher at Epique. Because of our transaction fees, they just kind of keep going on. Like I said, right now they cap at 500 or 5,000. Once they hit 5,000, then they go to $250 per transaction. Okay, so that's how that works. So obviously your transaction fee that keeps going up. Here we are, 23,000. We're $2,000 cost difference, and now here we are, transaction fee with eXp. Right, we're at our cap. We're at cap of 8, and now we're at transaction fees of 12. That we've paid, and that's where our transaction fees are starting to kick in. Let's ratchet this up. So Epique Realty, so the power award. So 24 transaction is our power award. Let me jump over here real quick. So to qualify, you must sell 24 plus transactions or 10 million in sales. So for this reference, I'm just going to keep it simple, and we're just going to keep it at the transaction count just for simplicity of doing the math. I'm not sure what dollar volume we're at. Math nerds, maybe you can make your own spreadsheet and tell me the difference. Actually, I just did the math real quick. I mean, if you were to do 10 million at 400,000, that looks to be about 25 transactions. That's quick math, so just don't quote me on it. So here we're going to jump up to 24 transactions. Okay, so now we can qualify for the power award at Epique Realty. And again, real quick, qualify, must sell 24 plus transactions or 24 or 10 million in sales. So here we are, a total cost difference of $12,932. Because right now here at eXp, we're still 4 transactions shy of hitting that icon status. And keep in mind, a lot of times, depending on your price point, it might take you a little bit longer to hit cap at eXp, and that way it still takes longer to hit that icon status. I mean, this is just really an average price point, 400,000. Just makes for easier math for the equations. But here, let's say we're going to go to 28 transactions. So now we're capping at both companies. Okay, so looking plain and simple at the math, and we're looking at $10,438 versus a total cost of $7,545. Okay, so that's a cost difference of $2,893 difference. Okay, so now that we've done all this, let's kind of play with some of the fun stuff down here. I'm sure you guys have been watching down below some of these numbers calculate. What I did is I wanted to put in some of these different fees, okay? So you can really kind of play with this. Like I said, if you wanted to walk through this with me and really see really do a breakdown of analysis to see if eXp or Epique Realty is best for your business, all my contact information is down below. Let's jump on a call, let's have a conversation, and let's just really break down the numbers and see if this business makes sense for you. Like I said, most people, for making this decision beyond the culture and all that kind of stuff, it really comes down to the math. Does the math make sense? I mean, yes, we have our comparison video. You can watch that. Like I said, we're talking about the stock options, the rev share options, but we're just talking about the numbers. We're talking about the numbers, man. Show me the money. Show me the money! What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down here, but let's just say for fun, let's just go to 10 transactions, okay? And let's say that you're a new agent. So we're gonna click this on. So you're a new agent. Now you're paying 20% per transaction for that mentorship for the first 3 transactions. Okay, let's say you have a transaction coordinator, and this is an average price of $350 per transaction. Okay, so now maybe you're using you want your social media to be taken care of, so you have a social media account. Maybe you have a Canva Pro account, right? You want to build some different marketing pieces, so you have a Canva Pro account. Let's say you want to keep clean. You have car washes, right? Maybe you have roadside assistance if you want to take care of your car. I mean, this is simple prices, simple breakdowns. I mean, right here we're looking at $10,854 that you're spending at eXp to be a real estate agent. Like I said, I mean, plug your own numbers in. Like I said, I mean, if you feel like you want to pay for those on your own, or maybe not use those, maybe not have a car wash, maybe not have Canva, whatever it is, plug those in how you wish. Maybe you just want to be your own transaction coordinator. That's fine. But like I said, we want to treat this like a business. So Epique Realty, we're treating this like a business. So right here, I mean, we're saving $10,854, whereas your cost here, so I mean, we're $20,000 cost, we're saving $10,000. Let's say, and what I did here is I turned off the coaching. I turned off the listing and agent billboards. I just turned them off, right? Because I truly believe that, I know I was at eXp. I was working under great tutelage, great coaching. We had a coach, right? Maybe you've sponsored under the wrong agent and you don't have coaching at eXp Realty. You just have their training videos or whatever it might be, which are great videos. Like I said, I've noted before, eXp Family Tree, they do a lot of good stuff with YouTube. There's a lot of good training on there as well. A lot of different training options if you really start to plug in. Problem is, a lot of agents just don't plug in. But that being said, Earth to Orbit, sell it like Sirhan. It's just a program. But Earth to Orbit, the 360 Business Blueprint is not even on here. These are platforms that are available to all of us as Epique agents. As being part of Epique, as being part of the Epique family, we have access to this stuff. But look, I just turned it off for the case of this. And these are also things that are also available to us. We have the Thanks.io. Maybe you're doing farming, CE courses, $75. That's for the year. I just plugged it in there, just plugged in a number, and we also get buyer seller leads, so I plugged in that number. So what I wanted to do here down here. Let's say that we're still at 10 transactions. But let's say you sell, half of your places are listings, okay? Half of your transactions are listings. You come down here, I mean, we're at, what are we at? $150 for listing photos. I mean, I don't know what your listing photos cost where you're at. $150. Signs, what I did here is I did, basically, these are signs, so you paid for your signs. You paid $250 for your signs for the year. That's just kind of an average annual allowance for signs. We got our signs for free. Sign install, we're looking at $75 a sign install. So to have your signs installed, maybe you push your signs in. I mean, that's what I did before. I pushed my own signs in. But hey, a lot of people are doing sign install, this is what it costs. Social media ads, you should be running social media ads. I just gave it $30. Maybe you're running $30 for your social media campaign per listing. Okay. AI virtual staging. So what I did here, I did 2 virtual photos per listing. I know I've done whenever I've done virtual photos, I've plugged in usually a couple. Usually you like to do more, but it costs so darn much per picture, you just don't do as much. So what I did here is $240. Take that number off if you want. It's not a big deal. But here we are saving $1,765. Okay, that's more savings. So let's say that we want to include all of these numbers. All these down here, you're saving $13,882, and that's just for 10 transactions. So that's a cost difference. We're a little bit more on 10 transactions, but we're also saving $13,882. Tell me that's not a no-brainer. Like, just got to do the math when you're thinking about this stuff. Let's say that we're Icon now at both companies. Okay, we're going to take this mentorship off. We'll just say that you've been there for a little bit. Okay, so here we're cost difference of almost $3,000 for eXp versus Epique. Look, but you come down here, you look at all the different things. Let's say you're 28 transactions. So here we're going to go. I know a lot of people, once they get to that icon point, they want to be more listing heavy. So let's say they sell 20 transactions. Okay, so right now you're saving $6,300 in just the listing benefits alone. And let me add this. I don't have everything in there. The healthcare, I don't have the dental insurance, I don't have the vision insurance. I don't have a lot of these benefits in there. I'm just making it simple. Watch my other video where I talk about a lot of the new benefits. I mean, those are videos that you have to watch to educate yourself, but this is just fun and simple math, right? So here again, we got these amounts here. These are kind of a set price that I left here. And we have your transaction coordinator. This keeps going up, right? 350 per transaction, and then these numbers. So here we're at a savings of 18,727. So really, you're making money now. You're making money. You know, total cost was 10,000. Now you're making about 8,000. Okay, that's not so bad. But maybe you're a producer. Maybe you want to throw in some billboards. Okay. 26,000, right? I know a lot of people have billboards and they want that exposure. These are things that you have to think about when you're thinking about real estate. So this was kind of a fun little play. Let's spice it up a little bit. What I wanted to do here. So I came over here. So what I did is we talked about the declining caps, okay, where we're going from 15 to 14 to 13 to 12 to 11 to 10. What I wanted to do is I wanted to tell you that, hey, we're at a $12,000 cap, okay? So here we're sitting at $12,000. All right, so what we did here, like I said, now we're at 8 transactions to cap for $12,000 cap. We're 3 years in at Epique Realty. We're 3 years in at eXp, right? So cap still remains the same here, 8 transactions. So let's just go to 24 transactions, okay? That's quite a big difference, right? So now we're capping. We're getting our power award here at Epique. Our power award is now 12,000, not 15,000. We haven't quite hit our cap here at eXp. Now let's go to hit our cap. Now we're right here. We're at a $3,000 difference here once again, okay? But again, you come down here, you play with the cost differences. You know, we talked about this, right? I mean, so we're looking at 20 transactions, you're doing a lot of listings, you got your savings here. You got to look at the math. I mean, see how it works for you. Play with those things. Like I said, let's have a conversation to see what really makes the most sense for you. I hope you had a lot of fun playing with some of those numbers. I know I'm not a big numbers guy. That's kind of out of my zone a little bit, but hey, let's plug in some of your numbers. Let's take a look at it and see what it looks like for your business. Like I said, all my contact information is down below. Let's have a conversation, see if this is a fit for you. Like really see if this is a fit for you. And again, like I said, I'm a licensed agent here in the state of Michigan. This is Travis Junty with the Agent Collab, and I'm an associate broker. Make sure you reach out and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the little notification bell to make sure you get notified anytime we put out new content. I appreciate you hanging out with me till the end. Until next time, we'll see you on the Agent Collab.